I was thinking of a good question to ask ourselves at the beginning of a year, and it is, what controls us? Well, let's find out. Why is joy so evasive for some people when joy is all we desire? Joy and peace. And this is not news, is that everything we do, every article we obtain, every material thing that we desire is to give us joy and ultimately peace. And so many people are talking about reversing that effect. In other words, getting to peace first, getting to understand how to get peace so that anything that comes into our world we can be grateful for, so that we don't allow suffering to take place, because suffering is that distance between where we are and what we desire. Suffering is that lack, is that feeling of lacking that exists between something that we have right now and that ideal that we want to reach. And yes, doesn't mean that we're not going to have a vision to aspire to, or goals to look forward to, or objectives in our life. But I think when we get closer and closer to understanding that everything we do, everything we desire, and everything we strive for is this feeling, and some people don't like the word feeling, but it's this feeling of joy and peace, then it's probably easier to get to that point, because it is not certain thing that give us that joy. It is not certain relationship that give us that joy. It is not certain trip or vacation or work or job or contract or possession that give us that feeling or state. I prefer to call it a state of peace and a state of joy. It is not the outside, anything to do with the outside, but it is something more internal that we can control, that we can decide on exactly what it is that it looks like. And those three things are our words, our thoughts, and our feelings. And when we understand that those three elements in our life are the only three things that we can control or manage, if you want, then peace and joy can reside within us anytime we decide.